Welcome back to the daily entertainment feed on Fiddler Music, with me as editor Olivia. Today, let's take a look at some breaking entertainment news in the past 24 hours. Thank you for always supporting and accompanying us. Come to the following hot news. Harry Styles and Olivia Wilde arrive in Italy before premiere of her film at Venice Film Festival. Pat Stay. 5 things about the Canadian rapper stabbed to death at age 36. The Weeknd cancels Los Angeles show mid-song due to vocal issues. Brendan Fraser celebrated for comeback role in The Whale. Harry Styles and Olivia Wilde arrive in Italy before premiere of her film at Venice Film Festival. Harry Styles and Olivia Wilde were spotted arriving separately in Venice, Italy ahead of the premiere of her movie Don't Worry Darling at the Venice Film Festival. Harry Styles and girlfriend Olivia Wilde are both in Venice, Italy, clad in chic outfits ahead of their expected promotional appearances for her new film, Don't Worry Darling. The two were photographed arriving separately at the airport in the Italian city on September 4, a day before the director's movie is set to premiere at the Venice Film Festival. Harry wore a Gucci outfit, a plum blazer over a black and plum patterned buttoned-up cardigan, light blue flared jeans and white sneakers with leopard print soles. He carried a leopard print Gucci briefcase and 2 matching bags, and completed his look with a pair of sunglasses by the brand and a black face mask. Olivia sported a cream blazer over a white top and cream pants tucked into black cowboy boots, paired with black sunglasses and a shark tooth necklace. The two are expected to appear at events promoting Don't Worry Darling at the Venice Film Festival on September 5, and if they attended together, it would mark their official red carpet debut as a couple since they went public with their relationship in January 2021 at Harry's friend and agent Jeffrey Azoff's wedding, where the pair both wore Gucci designs. However, the two have often been photographed together outside of promotional events, and the actress has also occasionally been spotted at her boyfriend's concerts. Harry and Florence Pugh play a married couple in Don't Worry Darling, a psychological thriller and Olivia's second directorial feature. The pop star's role was originally supposed to be portrayed by Shia LaBeouf, who later exited the movie. He recently denied the director's claim that he was fired, saying he quit because her actors and I couldn't find time to rehearse. Don't Worry Darling is set to be released in theaters in the United States on September 23. Pat Stay. 5 things about the Canadian rapper stabbed to death at age 36. Pat Stay reportedly sadly passed away after a stabbing in Nova Scotia, Canada on Sunday morning. Find out more about him and his career here. Pat Stay has died at the age of 36 after a stabbing in downtown Halifax in Nova Scotia, Canada, TMZ reported. Although it hasn't been officially confirmed by police, the Canadian rapper's brother, Pete Stay, confirmed the death, which took place Sunday morning, to CBC, the outlet further reported. Authorities apparently responded to the shocking incident just after midnight and Pat died from his injuries shortly after being transported to a hospital. As of September 4, there's reportedly still been no arrest for the stabbing and authorities are asking anyone with information to come forward. As we send our comfort to Pat's family, friends, and fans, find out more about him and his budding rap career below. Pat was known for being one of the best battle rappers on the scene. The rapper, who was from Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, would often battle other rappers on stages by using freestyle, insults, and wordplay, and became popular among the community. Despite his success, he still admitted to not having big connections that could help him get on big media outlets, platforms, and just hours before his death, he asked for his followers' help with getting more exposure on his Instagram story. His success brought on a fairly large social media following. At the time of his death, Pat had over 70,000 followers on Instagram and over 43,000 followers on Twitter. He would use his pages to promote his music and beliefs and also shared clips of interviews. He would also share funny clips of himself that brought on a lot of responses from followers. Drake praised him in a song that dissed the game. In the song, which was recently released, Drake can be heard saying, "Pat Stay's definitely one of, if not, the best." The YouTube video of the diss tune, which can be seen above, has over 109 Kelvin's views and uses a cover version of Dido's song, Thank You, which was also used in Eminem's 2000 song, Stan. It also included praising remarks by Method Man and Joe Budden, and encouraged the game to a rap battle. His death brought on several social media tributes. Hip-hop artists like The Alchemist and R.A. The Rugged Man took to Twitter to share their sadness. I can moonwalk with steel toe boots on, rest in peace Pat Stay. Battle rap icon and king. If you know me you know I always thought he was the best. I'm hurt, Alchemist wrote. R.A. called him a very cool person and a family man, and sent condolences to his loved ones. Pat has kids. The hip-hop artist was also a father to his 5-year-old son Calvin and 10-year-old daughter Alora. He would sometimes share photos and sweet messages to them on social media for special occasions, like their birthdays. Last week, on Calvin's birthday, the doting dad shared photos of him, including one in which he was holding him close, alongside a loving caption. Today is my best friend's 5th birthday. My real-life superhero, Calvin Royce Stay. I really mean it when I say I can never find the words to truly describe how much I love you buddy, he wrote. I adore you, I admire you. You're a child yet I still look up to you. You are everything I could have ever dreamed of in a son x1000. I am constantly in disbelief with how lucky I am and how special you are. I shed happy tears thinking about it and our special bond, often. I'm sure I'll be posting more videos and pics in my story today but for now. The Weeknd cancels Los Angeles show mid-song due to vocal issues. The Weeknd abruptly ended his concert in Los Angeles on Saturday night, citing vocal issues. He was in the middle of a performance of his hit, Can't Feel My Face, when he walked off the stage, the Los Angeles Times reports. Another song started playing briefly, then the lights came up in Sophie Stadium in Inglewood. The Weeknd then returned to the stage to apologize for his vocal issues and promised the audience a refund, according to video shared by a concert-goer on Twitter. I'm going to make sure everyone is good, you'll get your money back, he told the crowd. But I'll do a show real soon for you guys. I can't give you what I want to give you, he added. In a tweet late Saturday, The Weeknd explained what happened. My voice went out during the first song and I'm devastated, he wrote. Felt it go and my heart stopped. My deepest apologies to my fans here. I promise I'll make it up to you with a new date. The next date scheduled for the After Hours Till Dawn tour is September 22 in Toronto. The tour was previously twice postponed due to the pandemic. Brendan Fraser celebrated for comeback role in The Whale. Brendan Fraser is having a moment at the Venice International Film Festival. The once ubiquitous movie star of The Mummy franchise and George of the Jungle had, in the last decade, backed away from the spotlight. But Fraser is charting what could be a major comeback starting with his transformative role in Darren Aronofsky's The Whale, which had its world premiere Sunday night at the festival. As the credits rolled in the Sala Grande Theatre, the audience gave the film a long-standing ovation while Fraser, on the balcony alongside his director and co-stars, wiped tears away. Fraser plays Charlie, a reclusive English teacher with a kind soul who weighs 600 pounds, 270 kilograms. While the film already has pundits predicting Oscar nominations, Fraser is trying not to think about whether awards are in his future. I'm just trying to stay in today, Fraser said before the premiere. Aronofsky has been trying to make The Whale for about 10 years. He vividly remembers reading the New York Times review of Samuel D. Hunter's play, going out to see it, and knowing he had to meet the writer. One line in particular stuck out to him. People are incapable of not caring. It's why, he said, he had to make the film. But casting presented a challenge. To a lot of Sam Hunter's pain, it took me 10 years to make this movie and that's because it took me 10 years to cast, Aronofsky said. Casting Charlie was a huge challenge. I considered everyone, every single movie star on the planet. But none of it really clicked. ... It didn't move me. It didn't feel right. Then, a few years ago, he saw a trailer for a low-budget Brazilian movie, with Fraser and a light bulb went off, he said. Fraser, who also has a role alongside Leonardo DiCaprio in Martin Scorsese's next film, Killers of the Flower Moon, said he doesn't know an actor in my peer group worth his weight in salt who wouldn't want to work with Darren. Plus, by far and away I think Charlie is the most heroic man I have ever played, Fraser added. His superpower is to see the good in others and bring that out of them. Prosthetics were used to transform Fraser into Charlie, who rarely leaves his couch. I needed to learn to absolutely move in a new way. I developed muscles I did not know that I had. I even felt a sense of vertigo at the end of the day when all the appliances were removed, as you would feel stepping off of a boat in Venice, Fraser said. It gave me an appreciation for those with bodies similar. ... I learned that you need to be an incredibly strong person, physically, mentally, to inhabit that body. Beyond his physicality, Charlie is also a character with profound empathy and love for everyone around him, including his estranged daughter, Ellie, played by Stranger Things star Sadie Sink. She's got a lot of things to say, so she comes in hot. But I think what she's not expecting is someone who cares so much about her, Sink said. For someone like Charlie to see that there's good in someone like Ellie, it's throwing her for a loop. Hunter, who also wrote the screenplay, said his play is personal. He started it 12 years ago when he was teaching a mandatory expository writing course at Rutgers University that no one wanted to take and everyone resented. He also pulled from his own background, setting the play in his hometown of Moscow, Idaho, and weaving in his history of being depressed, self-medicating with food and going to a fundamentalist religious high school as a gay teenager. I was afraid to write it, he said. I thought the only way I can do it is if I write it from a profoundly place of love and empathy. I wanted, Charlie, to be a lighthouse in the middle of a dark, dark sea. The Whale was Aronofsky's favorite kind of challenge, in that it had so many limitations. He learned long ago on 1998's Pi, that boundaries are your gateway to freedom. On that film, he only had $20,000 and a dream. In Mother, he was limited to a house. And, in The Whale, it's not just a single apartment, it's also a character who doesn't move much. He and cinematographer Matthew Libatique, whose friendship stretches back to their days at the American Film Institute in 1990, spent quite a bit of time talking about how to turn theater into cinema, and how to make that engaging and exciting. In the rough cut, Aronofsky said he was relieved to find that it didn't feel claustrophobic. Fraser added that the film is a piece of cinema. Proper cinema. Venice is a regular stop for Aronofsky, who in 2008 won the Golden Lion for The Wrestler, and also debuted Black Swan and The Fountain on the Lido. He said the festival is like home. Aronofsky and his actors could be poised to leave with trophies in hand this year, too. The Whale is part of the official competition of the festival, which will be decided on by a Julie and Moore-led jury on September 10th. And A24 plans to release it in theaters on December 9th. But he's mostly just glad to be back with his first film since 2017's Mother. The last few years, so many of us have lost so much. Cinema is about human connection. It's about the chance to slide into someone else's shoes and have 2 hours of empathy in someone else's mind. I think that's exactly what the world needs. I'm just so happy to be back, Aronofsky said. It's a big moment for me and, I think. And those are also the most outstanding news that closes the Today Morning. Thank you to everyone for listening and following Fiddler Music Daily News. If you find the video interesting and useful, please click like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of the latest entertainment as well as Celeb.